Good morning everyone and honorable judges. My name is Anistya Sari, and on this good occasion, I would like to tell you the interesting story entitled Little Red Riding Hood. Have you ever heard about this story? So, let's start the story and listen carefully. Once upon a time, in the middle of a thick forest stood a small cottage, the home of a little pretty girl known to everyone as Little Red Riding Hood. One day, her mommy waved her goodbye at the garden gate, saying, "Grandma is ill. Take her this basket of cakes, but be very careful. Keep to the path through the wood and don't ever stop. That way you will come to no harm." Little Red Riding Hood kissed her mother and ran off. "Don't worry," she said. "I'll run all the way to Grandma's without stopping." Full of good intention, the little girl made her way through the wood, but she was soon to forget her mother's wise words. "What's lovely strawberry and so red?" laying her basket on the ground. Little Red Riding Hood bent over the strawberry plants. "They are nice, ripe, and so big. Delicious." Suddenly, she remembered her promise. Little Red Riding Hood walked on. In the meantime, two weak eyes were spying from behind a tree. A strange rustling in the wood made Little Red Riding Hood's heart thump. Now quite afraid, she said to herself, "I must find the path and run away from here." At last she reached the path again, but her heart leaped into her mouth at the sound of a gruff voice which said, "Where are you going, my pretty girl, all alone in the woods?" "I'm taking Grandma some cakes. She lives at the end of the path," said Little Red Riding Hood in a fine voice. When he heard this, the wolf politely asked, "Does Grandma live by herself?" Oh yes," she replied, "and she never opened the doors to strangers." "Goodbye, perhaps we'll meet again," replied the wolf. Then the wolf looked away, thinking to himself, "I'll gobble the grandmother first, then lie in wait for the grandchild." At last, the cottage came and said, "Knock, knock." The wolf rapped on the door. "Who is there?" cried Grandma from her bed. "It's me, Little Red Riding Hood. I brought you some cakes because you're ill," replied the wolf, trying hard to hide his gruff voice. "Lift the latch and come in," said Grandma, unaware of anything amiss, till a horrible shadow appeared on the wall. Poor Grandma! For in one bound, the wolf leaped across the room, and in a single mouthful, swallowed the old lady. Soon after, Little Red Riding Hood tapped on the door. "Grandma, can I come in?" she called. No, the wolf had put on the old lady's shawl and kept and slipped into the bed. Trying to imitate Grandma's quavering little voice, he replied, "Open the latch and come in." "What a deep voice you have!" said the little girl in surprise. The better to greet you with," said the wolf. "Goodness! What big eyes you have!" The better to see you with." "And what big hands you have!" exclaimed Little Red Riding Hood, stepping over to the bed. The better to hug you with." "What a big mouth you have!" "The better to eat you with," growled the wolf, and jumping out of bed, he swallowed her up too. Then, with a fatful tummy, he fell fast asleep. In the meantime, a hunter had emerged from the wood, and on noticing the cottage, he decided to stop and ask for a drink. He peered through the window and saw the large wolf himself, with a fatful tummy, snoring away in Grandma's bed. "The wolf! He won't get away this time!" Without making a sound, the hunter carefully loaded his gun and gently opened the window. He pointed the barrel straight at the wolf's head and bang! The wolf was dead. He cut open the wolf's stomach and to his amazement, out popped Grandma and Little Red Riding Hood, safe and unharmed. After taking the hunter again, Little Red Riding Hood and her mother set off towards the wood. Well, that's all about the story. Thank you for your nice attention. See you and goodbye.